Alright, welcome to part 1 of game controls. This is a little preview of it. Basically, what we're going to be learning about is how to set up down, and left, right buttons so that we can create a character that we can move. And the purpose of our game basically is we have our main character, the guy with the smiley, and when he collects the money, his score goes up. But when he gets hit by this bad guy or the bully, his score will go down. Or if the bad guy touches the money, his score also goes down. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, there's a scream when you get hit by the bad guy. So I'm going to close this out so it won't be screaming at us while we're doing this. Go ahead and get signed in to App Inventor and go to My Projects and click New. Our project is going to be called Game Controls, all one word, and click OK. Let's click on screen 1 and let's rename the title Game Controls. We're going to be talking about putting in a canvas and arranging a table for our buttons. So let's start out, go to Basic under Palette, and let's click on Canvas and drag our canvas onto the screen. And let's go under Properties here. And for the width, let's change it to Fill Parent. And for the height, we're going to set it at 275 pixels. Found that one works well for my Epic phone, and it looks good on the emulator. Once you have that, under Palette, go to Animation, and we're going to left click and drag the image sprite onto the canvas. And the image sprite, we're just going to name it or leave it Image Sprite 1. That's going to be our good guy, our little smiley. And under Properties, under Picture here, click on where it says None and Add and choose File. And you're going to upload a picture. Okay. Basically what I've done is I've created a 40 by 40 pixel JPEG in Photoshop. If you want to use it, it's on the 506 Google App Inventor and then Game Controls folder. If you don't want to use it, open up Photoshop, use a default setting of 40 by 40 pixels, and design your own little stick guy that you can move around. So once he's added in, let's set up our table arrangement. So go under Screen Arrangement here and select Table Arrangement, and we're going to drag it, left click and drag it under the canvas. And under Properties, let's change the columns to 3, and let's change the rows to 3. And the width will be on Fill Parent, and the height leave on Automatic. And now the only thing left to do is add in our buttons. Let's go to Basic. We're going to left click and drag the button down, and as you drag and hold it, you can see that there's basically 3 cells here. So this is going to be the up button, so let's leave it there, and we'll rename it up button. Hit OK. And for the text, let's type in up, and you can change the text color to whatever, and we can change the font size to whatever, maybe even bold it. That looks good. Go ahead and click another button. This one's going to be the down button. We'll rename the component down button. And when we're doing this, you want to make sure that you don't have any spaces for the component name. For the text, type in down. Pick your color. Choose your font size. If you'd like to bold it, you may. And let's get our left and right buttons. So we'll go with the left here. Rename the component left button, no spaces. Type in left for the text. Change your color. Change your font size and if you want to bold it. And the last thing we're going to do is put in the right button. So let's rename the component. Right button, no space. Hit OK. Pick your color. Let's rename the text of the button right. I'm going to put it at 20 and bold. So once we have all that, we've got our canvas screen with our image sprite. You should have a 40 by 40 picture that you've created, or use the one that I made. And you should have up, down, and left and right buttons. Once you have that, go ahead and save your project. And we're going to, in part 2, I'm going to show you how to put this all together in the blocks editor so that it'll work.